Stop making YouTube videos one by one. In this video, I am going to show you how to copy a successful YouTube channel and make your own videos automatically. We will use a free Google AI tool. It creates scripts, voices, whole video structure, and the thumbnail in just a few minutes. The crazy part is that most creators don't know this tool can do this. By the end of this video, you will know how to study successful channels and use their secrets for your own content. Now, let me show you something interesting. Recently, I found a faceless YouTube channel. There is no person on camera and no fancy editing. It only uses an AI voice and simple animations. But when I checked the numbers, I was surprised. The channel is only 4 months old with 54 videos, and it already makes almost $3,000 every month. This tells us something important. Success does not come from expensive tools. It comes from the formula behind the videos.
Today, we are going to do the same thing. We will find out why that channel works and build our own version from scratch. We will use a free tool called Google NotebookLM. If you haven't heard of it, don't worry. I will show you everything from the beginning. But before we open the tool, there is one small step to save you a lot of time. Many people skip this and then wonder why they are slow. Don't be that person. Let me show you the right way to do it. All right, let's start. By the way, if you're excited to start your own AI-powered channel for free, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you don't want to miss our future deep dives into these hidden AI tools, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. It really helps the channel, and it's totally free for you. Now, let's get into the first step. The first thing we need to do is find a channel we want to follow. Go to YouTube and find a channel on a topic you like. It could be about money, health, or psychology. Look for a channel that is already successful and making money. When you find one, click on their Videos tab.
Now, most people copy every video link one by one. That takes too long, and we don't do things the slow way here. First, I search for the Grabbit extension on Google and add it to my browser from the Chrome Web Store. Then, I click on the extension icon and open the settings. I scroll down and click the Add New Action button. On this page, I need to choose which combination of keyboard and mouse buttons will do the work I want. For example, in the Activation section, I go to the mouse button menu and select Left Click. For the modifier key, I choose the Command button because I am using a MacBook. This means whenever I hold Command and left click at the same time, the action we set up below will run. From the Action menu, I choose Copy URLs to Clipboard and click Save Action. Now I go to the YouTube channel I want. I hold the Command key and click to select these videos. As you can see, the links are copied and I can easily paste them into a text file.
All right, let's get to the main part. First, I go to notebooklm.google.com and click on Create New. On the left side of the page, under Sources, I click the Add Sources button. You can add almost anything here, like copy text, Google Drive address, files like PDF, image, text, or even website and YouTube links. I'm going to choose the website option with the YouTube icon and paste all my links. As soon as I click Insert, NotebookLM starts processing each video. When you see a check mark next to all of them, it means the work is done. Now I open my list of prompts and go to the first one. In this prompt, I ask NotebookLM to study my competitors, find their weaknesses, and give me a clear roadmap to get ahead of them. Now that the results are clear, let's look at the formula. As you can see, I have 4 strategies here to really change the market. First, stop asking those boring "has this ever happened to you" questions. Instead, use a shocking fact or a strange example to grab the audience's attention in the first second. Second, stop listing random points. Instead of giving 5 unrelated ideas, tell a story about one main concept so the audience follows you until the very end. Third, remember the audience already knows their own problems. Don't just talk about the pain, give them the cure. Instead of general talk, give them a clear formula and a real plan. And finally, don't just be a friendly listener. Act like an expert coach. Challenge your audience to grow. Let your brand be a sign of real progress, not just a temporary good feeling.
Now I moved straight to the second prompt. Here I asked for 10 YouTube channel names organized by category with an explanation of why each one attracts an audience. You should read through the options and pick the one you like best. For example, I'll choose Mind Decoded. Now I'll go back to the list and copy the third prompt.
In this one, I'm asking NotebookLM for 10 video ideas that get clicks, keep people watching, and start a conversation. Just remember, you need to replace your channel name with your own choice. I'll paste mine decoded here, and we're ready to go. As you can see, it created 10 great ideas that are perfect for 10 new videos. Now, I'm going back to my prompts to copy the fourth one. In this step, I'm asking NotebookLM to write a YouTube script based on a video title. I want it to use storytelling, describe the scenes, and add surprises to keep the audience watching until the end. Now, I'll paste the text into the prompt box. Instead of the video title part, I'll use one of those 10 ideas from before. For example, I'll copy the first one and paste it here. Finally, I click Generate so it can prepare the content for me. Now that all my content is ready, it's time to create the video and the thumbnail. To start, I'll open a new notebook. I'm going to use the story, the title, and the hook I prepared as the source for this notebook. I'll go back to the 10 video ideas from earlier. Since I finished the content for the first idea, Your Overthinking Isn't Anxiety, I'll copy that text. Then I just click Create Notebook and add the text I copied from the Copy Text section as a source to my new notebook. I'll go back to the first file and copy all the work I did for the first idea. Now I open a new notebook and add this text as a new source. Once it finishes processing, I click Video Overview on the right side of the studio. In this section, I can make videos in 3 different formats. To explain them simply, Cinematic is for grabbing the audience's attention, Explainer is for teaching in detail, and Brief is for quick and short content. There is something really cool about the Explainer and Brief models. I can choose both the language and the visual style myself. If I pick the Auto Select mode, the AI will find the best style for my content automatically. Now, I'll select Papercraft from the list and click Generate. I will also try the Cinematic style so we can compare the results and see the difference between them. While we wait about 10 minutes for the videos to finish, let's create the thumbnail. First, I go to the prompts page and copy my last prompt. Then I return to my first notebook and paste it at the end of the long text for the first idea. As you can see, it gave me 3 prompt ideas. Now it is time to test them one by one to see the results. I'm opening the Flow site. I put the link in the description for you and clicking on New Project. In this section, I select Nano Banana 2. I'll set the aspect ratio to 16:9 and choose to generate 2 images for every request. Make sure the Nano Banana 2 model is selected because it is very powerful and very affordable. I'm going back to NotebookLM to copy the prompts one by one so the AI can make the images. One thing to remember, my videos use a papercraft style, so I chose that for the thumbnails too. Don't worry if your photos look different. That's the only reason. Now the photos are ready, and I think this one looks really good. I'll click Download and choose the 2K option to upscale and save the image. The videos are also ready, so let's look at them. I also made a brief version to cover all 3 models. I'll play these for you now, but you can find the full videos in the Google Drive link next to the prompts. Let's start with the brief video.
Ever get stuck in a worry loop? We're going to decode why your mind does that and how to break free.
Okay, first things first. Your overthinking isn't a flaw. It's actually a protective instinct. See, your mind is always trying to predict what's next. It thinks, if I see a threat, I can handle it.
This isn't just your personality, you know? It's your brain desperately trying to feel in control.
But this defense system can totally backfire. Let's look at a super common example. So your brain scans for threats, turning a short text into a bunch of huge, overwhelming questions.
Now, let's watch the cinematic video together.
You're lying in the dark. The house is quiet. There's no immediate deadline, no actual crisis, and yet your mind is racing like a sports car in neutral. It's easy to assume this means you have an anxiety disorder, or that you're just built wrong. But that racing mind is actually executing a hypervigilant defense mechanism. It's doing exactly what it was evolved to do, protect you from what it can't see. Because we live in a world where things happen without warning, your brain developed a high-priority need for control. It operates on the belief that if it can accurately predict a threat, you can handle it.
And finally, let's check out the explainer video.
You ever feel like you're stuck, just trapped in a loop of your own thoughts? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden psychology of why your brain does that. And even better, we're going to unpack a real tactical plan to actually rewire it. So let's just dive right in. All right, First things first, we have to completely reframe what overthinking actually is. Because, it's not what most of us think. It's not some personality flaw, and it's definitely not a sign that you're broken. It's something way more primal, like an ancient instinct that's just gone a little haywire in our modern world. I mean, come on, really think about it for a second. How many times have you done this? We've all been there, right? Staring at our phone, trying to decode a message that, let's be honest, probably took the other person 2 seconds to type without even thinking about it. Yeah, a message just like this. Sounds good.